Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Chuck Hansen, and I'll be your host here for the next 20 or 25 minutes as we go through a very quick presentation about a company up until 8 weeks ago wasn't on my radar, had never heard the name before, called WORlD Global Network. And I'm going to just share, some information about the company, some information about the products, and a little bit about the compensation model that we've decided to use in the North American launch. And folks, we're you're truly blessed here to be amongst just a handful of people that even know that this company exists. And, we all talk about timing, right? Fortunes have been made by being at the right place at the right time. In fact, I'm living proof of that. I have made a tremendous amount of money in this industry by being at the right place at the right time. And we've all heard story after story of that happening, always wishing that that person that they were talking about was you. Well, in 2004, Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, invited 5 people into his dorm room to listen to an idea. 3 of those people went. They became billionaires. 2 of them didn't. I don't know what happened to those people, but, what I'm here to tell you, it's your turn. It's time for everybody to start telling that story about you. Let me share with you a few facts about WORlD Global Network and why we feel so strongly about this becoming a reality. Here we've got a company, folks, that is just launching into the U.S. market, into the North American market, and that launch is going to happen later on the latter part of September. But here you've got a company that is active worldwide in more than 100 countries, thanks to thousands of distributors. And really that thousands is really 300,000 distributors who are sharing the products and services offered by WORlD Global Network. So certainly not a startup. And I'll give you a little bit of background on WDAS, World Assurance Group, and you might want to take down, some of these websites and take a look at them at your leisure. WorldGlobalGroup.com is a great one for you to take a look at, but World Assurance Group is the holding company that is the parent company of WORlD Global Group, and then WORlD Global Assets, and then another company called CellAd, and you'll get to hear a little bit about that later on in the presentation. But here's really what the structure looks like, right? WORlD Global Group, and if you go to WorldGlobalGroup.com, you can look at all these various companies. But again, the offices, there are the office, Singapore, New York now in the Seagram's building on Park Avenue, and then in London, in China, in Moscow, in Dublin, and right now a brand new office opening up in Miami, Florida, which will be the global headquarters. This office is just now being built out and staff being hired and all of those things in preparation of WORlD Global Network entering into the North American market. And that's where you and I come in. We're the pre-launch team. We're the launch team. We're the people that have been selected to help the company put the team together to get everybody trained and educated on all their various products and services and building the network. A little bit about the ethical standards and the DSA. I mean, they've already submitted their application to the DSA. Will be one of the 200 companies that are in the DSA, part of the Singapore Business Federation, and again, just the utmost ethics in the company. The person that started this whole company is Mr. Fabio Galdi, CEO and president. Fabio, great guy. You can see some of his accolades there. Founded the 2nd largest ISP in Italy and the 5th largest in Europe, and then went on to create all kinds of other companies. But this is what I'm most excited about. It's one thing to have a background in a lot of different businesses, folks, but it's another thing to understand what the network marketing industry is all about. And here, if you look in 2012 and 2013, Business for Home magazine, ranked Mr. Galdi as one of the top 10 CEOs in the network marketing industry. And if you look at their Alexa ranking, 8th most visited network marketing website in the world. So there's traffic, there's things going on, just not anything going on in North America. And that really is to your advantage. And I'll explain that as we move through this whole presentation. But their whole mission, changing people's lives through a revolutionary business opportunity in the direct sales industry and developing innovative ideas that improve the quality of life to inspire the change. So, a lot of words there, but, doing great things, bringing new technology, and we'll talk about that technology in a little bit. But this is something that everybody should go and take a look at. It's called WORlD for People. If you go to worldforpeople.org, worldforpeople.org, you can read all about the WORlD for People Foundation and all of the great things that WORlD Global Network and the WORlD Global Group is doing around the world to help improve the quality of life for a lot of people, bringing them water, bringing them education, all kinds of things that they participate in, and I'm proud to say that we will all participate in. Here we go. It's coming to WORlD is coming to North America, right? September of this year. This all started, in a sequence of events. My partner and myself, Mr. Antonio Alvarez, and myself were traveling the world for the last 3 years looking for an opportunity. And just when we had about given up and decided to open a taco stand, all of a sudden, I guess it was divine intervention that happened, and we were called by an attorney that was hired by WORlD Global Network, and that attorney made the introduction. One thing led to another, led to a meeting in Miami, led to a meeting in Naples, Italy, led to another meeting in Singapore, which then led to a group of people being flown to London to meet the executive team, all the executive team from all the different companies, and then to start to strategize the launch of North America. And folks, that was just July 10th, 11th, 12th, right? So it was just slightly over a month ago that launch meeting took place in London, and we're in a flurry of activity right now, and I'll explain what's going on as we move through this presentation. But here's kind of the phase. We're in that WIP, World Important People phase, or the first mover phase of the company, August and September. And this is where we're getting all the leadership in place, all the leaders from around the country in place. And then we'll actually go into pre-launch the 1st of October, the end of September, 1st of October, as soon as the offices and the customer care and all the things are done in Miami, so that we can effectively handle the growth and support the team in the field. And that will take us to our upcoming event, the December the 2nd through the 6th in Dubai, right? And then beyond that, the opening event for North America, which is still to be determined. So there's the Dubai event. Once we get into pre-launch, there'll be a contest that the company will be running so that you can find your way to Dubai. If you've never been to Dubai, or if you've always wanted to go to Dubai, this is going to be your opportunity. So you can go and check out the WORLDGMN.com website, and it's got all the information about Dubai on there. While I'm talking about Dubai, I've got a good friend that has joined me on the line, and what I've asked him to do, he was in the event that we had just a couple of weeks ago in Miami, Florida. He's first officer for United Airlines, and I've known Ty for, for 6-7 years now. He's a pro, not only flying airplanes, but also a pro at building organizations. And I've asked him, Ty lives in Austin, Texas, and Ty, if you'll unmute yourself and come on into the line, tell everybody what you saw in Miami. Oh, maybe I don't know that I can do that. Let's see. Ty, I think you can unmute your line now, and
sure.
Come on into the call. I can hear you fine.
Okay, Chuck. Hi. As he said, my name's Ty Mackey. I'm in Austin. I've been a pilot for United for 25 years. About 2.5 weeks ago, Chuck invited me on a conference call, and on that conference call, they invited me to Miami. When I got there to Miami, I have to say one thing. Everything that the launch team put together was 5-star. From the treatment, from the time we stepped into the door to the rooms they got us, everything was paid for. It was all 5-star and first class, which is how Chuck is and the rest of the launch team that I met there. And as Chuck said, I've known him for 6 or 7 years, and I think the world of him.
I got it on the phone number.
Anyway, what I was going to say is if you were in that room.
Yeah.
If you were in that room when I saw the presentation given by Fabio and his team and Chuck.
Ty, as much as I'd like you to finish that conversation, this is going to be impossible, so we'll have to do that at another time. Hey, folks, what I want to do right now is walk right through the product line and then get right into the compensation. But what you're going to see is a product line of products that people will buy with or without the opportunity. And that's a very important part of why we decided to join with WORlD Global Network. You've got products that people are going to buy and are buying all over the globe. So let me just get right into them. A technology line, right? The company is really based around mobile and wearable technology, tablets and smartphones, mobile advertising, and a platform called AdCoin that you'll see about, and video and VoIP communications, as well as renewable energy in a company that they own called Power Clouds. So the WORlD Phone 4G is right here. The new WORlD Phone 4U is coming to the United States, and that'll be a brand new product in the U.S. market, as well as the Mini Tab, the tablet product. And again, these are, you know, if you just think about a Lamborghini for a